Morning, everybody. Where are we headed in Las Vegas? Part one today, along with the stats. And then we will do where are we headed part two next week. So let's get started here. We have 110 days of inventory. Not bad, not bad. We're going down a little bit. Looks like we're selling more. We're selling 52 homes a day, which is wonderful. And I better get my microphone on. Let me put it on. Hang on. Okay. So where are we headed? Where are we headed? Where are we going? Okay. Sales are going up daily, so that's a good thing. We have a class today, so I'm in a little bit of a rush. Anyway, yeah. Only half as many as we did last year, but it has increased this month so far. So that's the good news. And the interesting thing is, I will tell you about the sales real quickly. Last year, Zillow, George Caprios, he had done 126 deals as of the 27th of January. And this year, he's done 4. What's going on with that? What is happening? What happened to George? I don't know. I'm worried, actually. And then we have Open Door with the number 1 spot now. They've done 45 sales so far this year. And last year that they did, let's see, last year I think they were very much lower, very down, and I don't have that number, but Open Door has done 45. Yeah, but they were much lower last year. Of course, they weren't number 1. Now they're number 1. So Open Door is doing many more deals. And George, where are you? Well, what it means, everybody, if he did 126 last year in the first 27 days, and now, poof, he's done 4, that's more deals for you. Think about it. I know the market's slower, but it doesn't matter. There's a trend here. You have to see that. And $1 million homes were down. So far this year, we're only doing half as many as we did last year. So we'll see how that plays out between now and the end of the month. We've sold only 57. So in order to beat last year, we would have, to be what we did last year, we would have had to do, let's see, 27 times 4. 27 times 4. So last year we would have had to have done 108 so far. So the $1 million home sales are down. Now we still have that, the availables are still hovering in the 700s. So they're still there, but we'll see what happens, because the percentage of the market is 11% with that 784, because we have 7,049 available properties for sale, of which 345 are high rises. Now that number's increased. We have 731 condos available, 5,428 single family homes, and that is going down. And townhomes, 545. We closed 44 yesterday, and we listed 120. So it's interesting of how many we're listing. That number is increasing. So we shall see. There's a lot of fluctuation going on here as I see it. And look at this. The investors are only buying 17 a day. Now, granted, that's still 30% of the market, but it's still, they're not buying as many as they were. So that's all of these things, to me, say there's a shift in the market. Something is happening here. I think perhaps, like I said, I think it was the other day, I said to everybody, I think there's a consumer confidence issue going on. And as inflation maybe holds steady, people getting used to that number, and the interest rates, people getting used to that number, lenders adjusting their programs, sellers adjusting what they're going to give buyers to buy their home and expect the same in return when they go to buy a home, to buy down the interest rate. So, hey, we shall see. We shall see what's going to happen. But I think I hear the rumbling for this to be a really good year. Yeah, I do. I feel that consumer confidence is everything. All right, everybody. We have a class today for property managers, and agents can take it as well for general elective credits. It's a great class, and Jimmy delves into some of the veterans in our market. Deidre Felgar is one of the best real estate agents in my eyes, and she is. We do an interview with her, or Jimmy does, and a few other people that you, Michael Ring, a few other people that you will recognize. And my husband needs to turn off his phone or something. Anyway, lots going on this year, but we are going to learn about the managers and what they have to say about property management. And this is a year that you maybe want to learn more about how to deal with investors. And if you don't know about property management, sometimes they might think that you aren't the person to sell them an investment property. So you want to learn all you can about property management, especially when that investor calls and wants to know what's going on in Vegas in the rental market. You want to have something to say. Anyway, so there we go with the stats. We're going to segue into where are we headed? Where is Las Vegas headed? And before we do that, which I'm going to do part 2 next week, part 1 today is going to be about where we've been. It'll be short and sweet, and then I'm going to go join Jimmy for class today. So the past 10 years has been remarkable for Las Vegas. I don't think anybody could say anything bad about that. And if you look here at the stats, let me hide that for just a second, and you look at the median price, I mean, it even 4 years ago, it was 305,000, and now it's today 425,000 median price. So that's a huge jump. It's a huge jump. And like we were saying the other day, there's going to be some people that might be in trouble with a short sale situation depending on when they bought. But for the most part, we're pretty solid. And the prices continue to go up because of the demand, and we don't see that stopping anytime soon. So what happened in the past 10 years? Terminal 3 at Harry Reid Airport was opened, and it was a $2.4 billion expansion. And that opened in 2012. So then that was the big thing for 2012. In 2013, hotels and casinos along the Strip reported losing $1.3 billion. That was overall. Not, I mean, you put them all together, yeah, they lost some money. And then in 2014, Uber came along, and that changed the transportation industry in Southern Nevada with the taxi cabs and the limos and the other transportation companies. In 2015, 4 out of the top 5 nightclubs in the United States opened and were in Las Vegas. So that, yeah, I know. I mean, I wouldn't have thought of that, but Jeremy thought of that for us. In 2016, the T-Mobile Arena opened, and now that's considered one of the most profitable and successful arenas in the world, everybody, in the world. Not in the United States, but in the world. Then in 2017, the tourism industry in Las Vegas innovated and opened the esports arena. So that was huge. Then in 2019, Project Neon, an ambitious transportation project, was finished. In 2020, well, the pandemic caused us to stop, but Las Vegas still opened the circo. And the first season of the Raiders played in Allegiant Stadium in 2020. Moving on to 2021, well, Resorts World was opened, and a new facility was opened which added many more hotel rooms and allowed for more visitors. 2022, the dialogue would largely be around global conflict, Ukraine, and everything that was happening there. And we talk about gasoline prices spiking. We talk about food prices and inflation going up. And we also have our first world champion professional team here in Las Vegas. So, a lot of those things those are things that, Jeremy at the Las Vegas Chamber perspective on Monday, pulled out of his history bag. A lot of those things you don't think about. And a lot of things that are going to happen in 2023. I mean, there will be more than one or two because we've got the MGM arena. We call that the MGM arena opening, 18,000 seats. And do you know that it has a 16K LED screen? There's nothing like that in the world. Nothing. We are the only place that's going to have a 16K LED screen. Can you just imagine that? And the sound is going to be incredible. I know that the other venues here in Vegas, Allegiant Stadium and even T-Mobile, don't have the best sound systems. T-Mobile is not too bad, but this MGM, the Madison Square Garden, will be one of a kind, and it's going to have many shows per day, not just one per day. So it's going to draw a lot of people here, a lot of entertainment here. So we're going to talk about that next week a little bit. But anyway, those are the past 10 years and some of the things that went on. So get ready, everybody. This is going to be a fabulous year. It really is going to be a fabulous year. Getting back to real estate for just a moment, I hope that you are doing your Geo Target Farming. You need to target people because one of the things I will tell you that if things were to continue in the next 10 years like they continued in the last 10 years, homes are going to almost double in price. Yeah. Demand is going to be high. But we're going to talk about some of those logistics and those environmental issues, including water, next week. So stay tuned. I'm going to run down to the training center and join Jimmy for our property management class. Again, that's open to agents and property managers. Learn more about property management so you can speak more to the investors that hopefully will be calling you this year, or perhaps you'll be seeking out. We're going to give people some tips in class today as to how to get those investors perhaps to let you manage their properties. Anyway, we hope to see you soon, and you have a great weekend. I'll see you Monday, and we'll go part 2 on where is Las Vegas headed. I've got lots of beautiful slides for you to show. Talk to you later.